This Tekken Fusi, and welcome back to another review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Simon Adventures issue number 8. And this one was a unique one, shall we say, just because with this issue, I didn't know too much about the villain, Mr. Og, and going into this one, I didn't have too many high expectations for this issue just because I didn't have the knowledge for him. And with this issue, it's going to be my gateway to knowing this character, and after reading it, it has got me a bit interested in knowing a bit more about his character, but at the same time, I just a little bit speechless by all of it just because of what they did in this issue. And that's not like a really bad thing, but it's an issue that deals with the fourth wall, and normally with stories like this, it can either go one or two ways, and yeah, this issue. Let's just talk about it, because I got a feeling I'm going to be changing my opinion about it throughout the whole review, so yeah. Okay, so with the first bit, we do get to see Wingnut and Screwloose, which I must admit I was quite surprised at, just because, I mean, I wasn't really expecting them, just because normally in these kind of issues, we don't really get two villains, so I was surprised by that. But in this bit here, we do get to see they basically kidnapped April and building a device to do something, but then Tails show up and attack it and then stop it all. You know, basic Tails stuff, and we do get to see Raphael in here do some fourth wall breaking jokes and stuff like that, saying how basically characters need new gimmicks, new toys and stuff like that. It was very on the nose, fourth wall kind of stuff, and Raph did feel a little bit off character in a way where he felt. I think he felt a bit more angry than how he normally is compared to the normal 87 version of Raph. But other than that, I thought this bit was okay, and it didn't really do too much to really go wow, this bit is amazing, but it was good enough to be yeah, that's great, but it was normal Tails stuff, so I can't really say much more than that. But then after that, we do get to see Mr. Og. He turns up and basically teleports Wingnut and Screwloose somewhere, and also April to I think it's a cache somewhere. And that's when we do begin our the story for this one, which was interesting to say the very least. Because in this one, he reveals basically he's got bored with not doing stuff, so now he's coming and trying to do policing and stuff like that. So he sent the turtles to a courtroom about the turtles breaking the fourth law. And yeah, I won't lie, this bit here was just the best. Just seeing Mr. Og, so many different Mr. Ogs in a courtroom arguing about the turtles, about breaking the fourth wall, and we've got one of them who's defending the turtles, which I was, yeah, he looks right. And we've got a judge one, which, yeah, looks cool, and we've got one that's trying to give a Tails taken down, and one of the bits which logic wise was just god, I can't explain it too well, but basically it was just one of these things. They tried to bring a reference from a show from season 7 when Raph was talking about Shredder was going to leave, but then one of the Ogs says, "Oh no, that can't be true, just because that was decades ago, and that episode didn't come out on VHS tapes and stuff like that." And I was confused because they don't remember it and stuff. It was just really on the nose, fourth wall, and oh god, it's annoying because on the one hand I do like it and I did find it really funny, and there was a lot of stuff about it was just really great and amazing, but also at the same time, something about it just felt a bit cringy and a bit oh, they're doing that, okay, yeah, it's sort of one of these annoying things where it works, but I hate it because it works, but yeah, it works well enough. God, but yeah, it's just one of those weird situations where I want to like it because it's good, but at the same time it's just oh no. So yeah, so then after that we do get to see Mr. Og. He gets bored with it, so he teleports the Tails to Dimension Z, and yeah, not much really happens there. He traps the Tails in a bubble, and the Tails want to get out, and that's when Donto comes up with a plan to trick Mr. Og into thinking that basically there's a way to stop being bored, and that's by having a surprise. So Mr. Og is wondering what all it is and all that. So the Tails get out of the bubble, they get back to their dimension, and even tell Mr. Og to don't come to our home and all that. And then Donto reveals the prize, and it's not very much. So Yeah, so then Mr. Ogg returns to his dimension, and at the end he does say, oh yeah, you know, I'll be back and all that kind of stuff, I'll be back in the future issue, just you wait, you know, typical bad guy type of stuff, which, yeah, works well enough. But then, he doesn't reveal what number. Unfortunately, we know what number just because of the upcoming solicitations for future comics, so I won't lie, that's a little bit annoying, but other than that, it worked well enough, and that's pretty much it for the issue. Oh god. Now, overall, I feel like this issue is just going to be like one of these ones that like either works well enough for people or it's just going to be an annoying bad one, and I think it can go either way, and I think that the story what they go for here, it works well enough, but I think it's just the jokes with the full type of thing, which I think can be either a good thing or a bad thing, but sometimes when people do like full jokes, it can go either way, and with the ones in here, they weren't bad, it's just that I liked them, but at the same time it's just like, oh, come on, we're doing that one, and there's like a few throughout the issue where it's just like, they're doing that. I mean, one that like really made me laugh was when Mr. Ogg revealed the reason why he's doing the courtroom, and that was basically just to fill up an issue. And I don't think that was the reason why Mr. Ogg wants to do it. I think that was just a reason why everyone wants to do it. One, it was just that he didn't have like much of a reason like to, you know, fill up this issue and have any other plans for it. I think that's his only reason why Mr. Ogg is in this issue. I think, and that's amazing. I think it's just great that Eric Berman's just revealing his true intentions. That's just great and amazing. I can't complain about that whatsoever. Yeah, and then Sarah Meyer, wow, yeah, I mean their artwork has really grown me. From like the first issue which I did, I didn't hate the artwork. I really did enjoy the artwork, but I did say that, like, you know, there was a part of it that's like it looks like close enough to the cartoon that it's just like, wow, this is great and amazing, but at the same time you can tell that it's not, and it's just like, ooh, and it's really grown on me to the point where like I'm looking at artwork a little bit more than the actual show itself. It's like, you know, the actual cartoon, but modern and fresh and looks clean and nice, and yeah, I don't know how else to really explain it, but it looks really great and it's really growing on me, and I can't wait to see more from them. Yeah. But yeah, another thing I don't want to mention is Mr. Ogg, because I know at the beginning of the review or this video, I was saying that this whole thing was my introduction to him, and yeah, I can't say that his really got me intrigued to see more from him, but I want to see him more in the comics. I think that's my thing, is that even if I don't see him in the actual cartoon, which I doubt I will track down the episode to actually watch it, but if he does appear in it, I'm looking forward to it, just because I can't wait to see what else he does. He really feels like a Batmite or Mr. Picklick's character, like one of those cover characters, which it's going to be fun and interesting to see what everyone comes up with, but yeah, overall this was just a great issue. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this issue? Do you like it? Do you not? And yeah, that's Game of today, guys. If some, please share, let's subscribe and stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.